How are you as a leader keeping up with this change, with this, and you have to today be on top of so many things. How are you doing this?
I think for me, I mean, it's always, I feel you should take your work seriously, but you should also take, your rest of your life also seriously. And I mean, like for me, it's been a great opportunity. Otherwise, I have to commute, 4 hours a day. So I'm saving, 3, 4 hours every day in my life. I can spend more time with my kids, which is really good. And I think, see, the balance is what is most important, right? I think it's not about how many hours a day that you work. I think it's about having a balance. All of us, frankly, work pretty much whatever we have to do, we do, right? Nobody is going to say that I won't talk to somebody at 10 o'clock or, but on the other hand, I don't think you need to prove anything by setting up calls at 10 o'clock either. I think you should do what is required. And that's what, at least I always try to do, which is be available. I think one of the things that I wanted to make sure is that always be available to the team, if whatever be the time or whatever might be bothering them, and the second thing is to keep it real. I mean, at least I personally don't believe that you need to have drinks every day or every night or something with your team. I think it's okay. I mean, once in a while you can do it also, but otherwise you let them also do things with their family, right? Depending on their situation. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I
You
think
know, I
keep
have to
it
say
real, I
this,
think, is the thing. Yeah.
keep it real. I have to say this, that this is something about you I have really, really admired. That there is no need to put pressure on yourself and others around you. And people relax by seeing a leader like this who is not, on the head 24/7, and who values his or her own personal life. They learn also, right?
Yeah. I think my favorite example is, from is Volvo. Volvo makes the world's best trucks, and during summer, I think they only work 3 or 4 days a week. So, so clearly, amount of time is not hugely correlated with output.
Yeah, but don't you think in India we give a lot of importance to that? Like how many hours you are in the office? I think that's a change, no? That will change. Do you think so?
You're right. I think we do, and also, I always argue the other side of the argument also, that we are a growing up, we are a country which is developing, so we need to work harder, right? I mean, we have to work harder than others to catch up. So I think some part of that is true, but I do feel, having look, I worked abroad also. I mean, and now in India for the last 14, 15 years. I do feel like sometimes we overdo it. I think we over focus on the amount of hours versus the quality. And but again, I think it's I'm sure it'll improve. But I think events like this will hopefully make people realize. Like, I'll give you another example. I think Policy Bazaar has been thinking of doing work from home, or some part of people working from home, for a long time. And I think we had a small experiment going. It used to start, shut down. We kept saying, no, no, it's not possible, this, that, and the other. And then in 2 weeks, we went from 0 to 100% of our workforce working from home. And now everybody's like, oh, it wasn't so hard. But
Yeah.
so I think these are events which will change everybody. I think we are always now going to have people working from home. It will suddenly give us a chance to hire different types of people. For instance, women who have just had kids or something, who couldn't, come to work every day. But if they are good salespeople, see, what is our business? Our business is helping people buy insurance. And if you can, sitting at home, maybe you work only 4 hours a day, but we'll have a variable pay structure for you. And if you're really good at selling it, you'll do great. And you can, and in our system, you can make a lot of money also. Our system is very clear. The person who sells more makes more money. So actually, it's opened up a whole new set of opportunities for us. We were planning to go to the south. We were, thinking of which location, how much, investment will it take, all that. Now we don't need to worry about it. We can be in Chennai, we can be in Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Salem, wherever we want to be, because we'll have just 50 people working there. So I think if we can, I hope that we will continue this, because it will give us an opportunity to hire a more diverse set of people, and I think a more productive and effective workforce. Because now we are not bound by, you must come in the morning at 10 o'clock and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarvi, I'm just asking you, the most difficult thing to change is mindset, right? And if you see, of course, exceptions are always there, and more exceptions are growing. But India has always been, yes, you are right that we're developing nation and we need to work harder. But India has always been about office इतने बजे आओ और इतने बजे जाओ, और
Yeah.
ऑफिस आओ और चेहरा दिखाओ, और एंड जो मैनेजर है, जब तक मैनेजर नहीं जाता है तुम मत जाओ, राइट? लाइक एन मैनेजर इज गोइंग टू स्टे टिल 10 11 at night, then you also stay. All these things, do you think will change a little bit now that we're living in a new reality?
Yeah, I hope they do, Shraddha, but I feel that these things change very slowly. And I think events like this will hopefully be a step function in some of these for some people. But I also fear that depending on how long this lasts, what will also happen is that we tend to slip back into our old prejudices very quickly, right? And every situation serves some people well and doesn't serve other people, right? So again, I would like to say that yes, this will be a big change and everything will be better after this, but I would wait till it happens because what I've seen in is people slip back into old modes very very quickly.
Yeah.
But like you said, it is changing. I think in general people are beginning to get the message that output is more important than input, right? How many hours you spend is less important. And I think that again, I don't think we are that evolved yet, but some of the people outside, for instance, they have systems, right? They say that don't stay in office after 6 o'clock, right? Or 5 o'clock, whatever. We aren't there yet, but I think we are improving for sure.